Before we start, I will just take a couple of minutes to introduce Dr. Brinda. Firstly, thanks a lot for taking time today. Dr. Brinda is specialized in neuroscience and she holds a degree in Master of Physiotherapist. She's also a lead physiotherapist, pediatric and neurological rehabilitation at physical clinic center called Equicentric Therapy in Mumbai. And she also holds a certification from IITF, Switzerland. So today, Dr. Brinda will talk about aquatic therapy and its various benefits in post-stroke rehabilitation. We'll be having a discussion on the benefits, various facts and myths about aquatic therapy. Let's try to keep this session interactive. And if anybody has any, mute yourself if you want to add any comments, have any thoughts, or you can also add your questions or thoughts in the chat box, and Dr. Binda will take it up accordingly in between the session or by the end of it. Without taking any further time, over to you, Dr. Brinda.
Yeah, thank you so much, Priya. Thank you so much for the kind introduction. A very good evening to all of you. I'll be taking the session both in English and Hindi. If there is anything that you wish to ask me anytime in the session, please put it up in the chat box. I am absolutely open to answering any questions that you may have. Happy to answer any questions. And in case there is anything that we are not able to discuss today, you can always put it up on the Telegram group. I'm there in the group as well, and we can take up questions from there. So I'll share my screen now. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is to me.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So as Priya mentioned, I am the lead physiotherapist for neurological rehabilitation at Aquacentric Therapy, which is located in Mumbai at Andheri and Prabhadevi. We have two centers right now. And it is one of the first centers in India with a focus on aquatic therapy. We do land-based rehabilitation, both indoors and outdoors, as well as aquatic therapy that is central to our therapeutic measures. The center is founded by Mr. Harsh Mariwala of the Marico Group. And yeah, we can take it forward from there. So today our discussion is about aquatic therapy perspective in stroke. And since we are a small group, I would like to ask the group whether you have experienced water or no. You can just type yes or no in the chat box. Have all of you experienced water sometime in your life? Do you all like water? Yeah. So we all have a lot of happy memories associated with water, a lot of childhood memories associated with water. In fact, life started in water. So while, okay, how many of you feel that aquatic therapy is the same as swimming? Is aquatic therapy the same as swimming? You can again type just yes or no in your chat boxes. Yeah, so Shruti ji has answered yes, aquatic therapy is not the same as swimming. It is therapeutic in nature, specifically targeted towards therapeutic needs. And today we'll be looking at how water would help in post-stroke rehabilitation. So taking it forward from here. These are some of the things that we would be discussing. Why water? What are the advantages that water primarily offers? How would we combine it with land-based therapy? What are the indications of aquatic therapy? Which are the scenarios in which aquatic therapy is not indicated? What are the benefits? What are the different things that can be done in water? Is there any evidence based to the same? And we'll be looking at a lot of videos. So I've kept it mostly video based in nature. A visual always helps. So as we all know, stroke has become one of the leading causes of neurological concerns in today's world. And stroke occurs in various age groups. There is no age group which is spared, right from infantile hemiparesis, which is of course a different etiology, to childhood strokes due to various reasons, to many young adults getting a stroke. That's an alarming trend, to the middle age, stroke in the middle age, and of course stroke which happens because of old age. Identifying the problem early, looking at the golden hour, all of us know about that. The importance of the immediacy of treatment received is vital as far as stroke rehabilitation is concerned. We all cannot stress how important that is. And all of us who have either had a stroke in the family, or amongst us are heroes who are stroke survivors. Some of us work with stroke. All of us cannot stress enough on the importance of early, timely detection and timely treatment, because stroke does impact many areas of life. The impairments caused by stroke do impact many areas of life, and rehabilitation is the key to resolving those impairments, of course, after timely and intensive medical treatment. So this brings us to aquatic therapy. Now, amongst us, we may have family members of people who have survived stroke. We have stroke survivors in the forum. All of us, I'm sure you all have undergone intensive, extensive land-based rehabilitation, have worked very hard towards your rehab goals. But why aqua? Have any of you tried aquatic therapy? Anyone in the forum? Is there anyone who has tried aquatic therapy? You can type in your chat boxes, or you can even unmute and speak. That's perfectly okay. So I think no one in this forum, yes, want to try. Shruti, definitely. So why aquatic therapy? So basically, the use of water is entirely based on the physics of water. How does the physics of water impact the human body? As we all know, swimming has been in existence since time immemorial. Early humans, primitive humans also knew how to swim. And swimming as an exercise form has been used for years, which brings us to how aquatic therapy has evolved. So we all must have heard, some of us must have heard of the early therapeutic uses of water, which probably happened in places like Rome, wherein there were huge public baths, and people used to go there as a therapeutic measure. Hot water springs, popular in various parts of the world, they were known for their therapeutic properties. There was this particular place in Switzerland where I learned aquatic therapy. It's called Valence. And therapeutic use of aqua has been in existence there since about 1200 years. And some of the earliest therapeutic measures emerged there. In 1800 and towards 1900, water increasingly has been used in an exercise format. Especially after the World War II, we had many veterans, the World War II veterans who had serious injuries during the World War II, gunshot wounds, leaving them with paraplegia, quadriplegia, amputations, and people who were working on movement rehabilitation with them, the physiotherapists, and in many cases, people who volunteered to teach exercises in many scenarios, nurses, many of them used aquatic therapy, used the therapeutic properties of water for relearning movement. It was known as hydrotherapy in its earliest form. A very interesting tidbit about aquatic therapy is President Roosevelt. He, as we all know, is one of the presidents, or was one of the former presidents of the United States. And he had poliomyelitis just before his election campaign. It was devastating for him. There were several consequences related to movement. And interestingly, he used aquatic therapy as an integral part of his physiotherapy and movement relearning. Our Superman, Christopher Reeves, had a fall of a horse which left him with severe paralysis. Aquatic therapy was also integral to his physiotherapy. However, why use water? Now, we've used, as I mentioned, water for swimming always. The therapeutic use of water from swimming, and this will be a concept which will be repeated a certain number of times throughout this lecture. Swimming is something which is horizontal in nature. It is one set of movements. It's the form of locomotion which we usually use in water and has a good impact over our general endurance and stamina. However, what differentiates aquatic therapy from swimming is aquatic therapy is geared towards improvement of vertical functioning. Now, all of us are human beings. We are not fish. Our locomotion ultimately is vertical. That is, we have to stand and move about. Our entire functioning is vertical. So whatever therapeutic measures that we take, be it aquatic therapy, be it land-based therapy, has to be geared towards improvement of vertical functioning. And that is where aquatic therapy differs from swimming. The science of aquatic therapy, through various concepts in aquatic therapy, we look at improving the vertical functioning. That is, खड़े रह के हमारा जो फंक्शन होता है, जो चलने का फंक्शन होता है, जो मूव अबाउट करने का फंक्शन होता है, वो हम एक्वेटिक थेरेपी से इम्प्रूव करते हैं एज कंपेयर टू स्विमिंग, जिसमें ज्यादा करके हम लोग लेटे हुए रहते हैं, प्रोन में उल्टा लेटे हुए रहते हैं, और वो एक सेट ऑफ मूवमेंट्स रहती है. सो दैट्स वन ऑफ द प्राइम डिफरेंसेस बिटवीन एक्वेटिक थेरेपी एंड स्विमिंग. अगेन कमिंग बैक टू व्हाई वाटर. सो वाटर के कुछ फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज रहते हैं जो लैंड के फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज से बहुत अलग रहते हैं. वन ऑफ द प्रीडोमिनेंट फोर्सेस व्हिच एग्जिस्ट ऑन लैंड, कैन एनीवन मेंशन? Newton had discovered, or rather introduced, that force to us, which is a predominant force on land. All of us are subject to that force. Gravity, yes. So gravity is one of the predominant forces on land. अभी water में क्या बदल जाता है? Anyone here who would know what the predominant force in water is? Is gravity the predominant force in water? पानी में ज्यादा करके gravity act करती है? Yeah. So yes. So Hardeep sir has answered here. It is buoyancy.
Buoyancy. Right.
Yeah. The predominant force on land is gravity, to which all of us are subject to when we walk, when we stand. Every moment that we are upright, we are subject to the forces of gravity. हमें नीचे की तरफ gravity खींचता है, और हमारे muscles में उतनी ताकत होनी चाहिए कि gravity के against जाके, anti gravity जाके हम खड़े हो सके. The difference in water is कि gravity का force, जैसे हम पानी में अंदर अंदर जाते जाते हैं, as we go a little deeper into water, ठीक है, ankle depth तक, chest depth तक, hip depth तक, gravity का force कम होते जाता है और buoyancy का force बढ़ते जाता है. So gravity का force क्या करता है? हमें ऊपर से नीचे खींचता है. Buoyancy का force क्या करता है? What does buoyancy do? Anyone wants to contribute? पानी में हम क्या करते हैं? What do we मतलब अगर पानी में अगर हम जाए और लेट जाए, okay, people who have had an experience with swimming, we float in water. Yes. So what makes us float in water? पानी के अंदर किसी भी चीज का रहना पॉसिबल है अगर हम बोलेंगे कि हम आलती पालती मार के पानी में हम 5 मिनट बैठ सकते हैं. We can easily sit in water cross-legged on the swimming pool floor. Is it possible? Is it easy? पालती मार के पानी में बैठना? नहीं हो सकता. चलो हम लोग सबने ये कोशिश की रहेगी, ऑल ऑफ अस, हम लोग सबके लिए ये गेम हुआ करता था बचपन का कि चलो कौन स्विमिंग पूल के फ्लोर तक जा सकता है, कॉइन्स ढूंढ सकता है. हाँ, 30 सेकेंड्स मैक्सिमम. दैट्स राइट प्रफुल्ल जी. अपार्ट फ्रॉम ब्रीथिंग, वो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है कि हम पानी में अंदर रह सके. ठीक है, क्यों नहीं पॉसिबल है? हम लोग काफी बार देखते हैं, हमारे विसर्जन के टाइम देखते हैं, जब भी हमारे फेस्टिवल्स होते हैं तब अक्सर हम मूर्ति वगैरह विसर्जित करते हैं. सो डू ऑल दोज मूर्तिज रिमेन इन द सी? अंदर रहते हैं सी में कि बाहर निकल आते हैं? ज्यादा करके मूर्तियां बाहर निकल आती है. वाटर जस्ट ब्रिंग्स देम अप. दैट इज ड्यू टू द फोर्स ऑफ buoyancy. Yes, that's right, Priya. They float. Mostly all these idols whatever goes down in the sea, it floats. क्यों? क्योंकि buoyancy रहती है, ठीक है. पानी की एक डेंसिटी रहती है, एयर की एक डेंसिटी रहती है, ठीक है. डेंसिटी मतलब सिंपल टर्म्स में आप थिकनेस बोल सकते हो या रेजिस्टेंस बोल सकते हो. जैसे एयर में अगर मैं ऐसे हाथ हिलाती हूँ, ठीक है, कुछ भी आप लोग सब भी हाथ हिला के ऐसे देख सकते हो, कोई रेजिस्टेंस फील होता है? बिल्कुल कोई रेजिस्टेंस फील नहीं होता. लेकिन जैसे ही हम पानी में हाथ हिलाते हैं, रेजिस्टेंस फील होता है. रेजिस्टेंस मतलब मूवमेंट को जो रेजिस्ट करता है, दैट इज व्हाट आई मीन बाय रेजिस्टेंस. डिफिकल्ट कहाँ रहती है मूवमेंट करनी? पानी में ऐसे हम आराम से हाथ मूव कर सकते हैं कि एयर में आराम से मूव कर सकते हैं, ठीक है. वाटर इज डेंस. इमेजिन आप पानी में हाथ मूव कर रहे हो, आप तेल में हाथ मूव कर रहे हो. तेल थिक रहता है, पानी उससे थिन रहता है. वो डेंसिटी की प्रॉपर्टी रहती है. नेल पॉलिश सबने लगाई रहेगी. पानी गाढ़ा रहता है या नेल पॉलिश गाढ़ी रहती है? गाढ़ा क्या रहता है? तेल गाढ़ा रहता है या पानी गाढ़ा रहता है? तेल गाढ़ा रहता है. यस, दैट्स राइट. नेल पॉलिश गाढ़ी रहती है. सो ये गाढ़ा क्यों रहता है? वो गाढ़ेपन की प्रॉपर्टी को हम विस्कोसिटी कहते हैं. इट इज रिलेटेड टू हाउ डेंस द मीडियम इज, ठीक है. सिमिलरली बॉयंसी, ये आर्किमिडीज की एक बहुत पुरानी रोमन स्टोरी हुआ करती थी. आप लोगों में से काफी लोगों ने सुनी रहेगी. अगर नहीं सुनी है तो रोम में, आई टिपिकली गो बैक टू स्टोरीज. ग्रीस और रोम एंशियंट टाइम्स में आर्किमिडीज करके हमारे एक बहुत एंशियंट फिलोसोफर हुआ करते थे. ही वाज वन ऑफ द जीनियसेस दैट दिस वर्ल्ड हैज सीन. एंड ये प्रिंसिपली उन्होंने ढूंढा है. कैसे ढूंढा? नाउ द किंग ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर प्लेस वाज हिज कजन. और किंग की एक बहुत, तब उस जमाने में है ना, बहुत ऐसे ग्रैंड क्राउनिंग सेरेमनीज हुआ करती थी. और किंग ने अपने लिए 50 किलो का क्राउन बनवाया ऑफ सॉलिड गोल्ड. बट द किंग हैड अ डाउट कि ये जो गोल्ड मैंने जिसको बनाने दिया है, वो लोग मिलावट कर रहे हैं. करप्शन तो कब से है ही दुनिया में. So वो लोग मिलावट कर रहे हैं. They are mixing alloys, they are mixing other metals with this gold. But how do I find out? गोल्ड का वजन तो सेम ही है. उन्होंने आर्किमिडीज को बोला कि आप जरा हमें बताओ कि ये ढूंढे कैसे. एंड तभी तो आंसर्स उस जमाने में कोई किंग को नहीं देता था, तो उसको तो सीधा उड़ा देते थे. सो आर्किमिडीज जी आ गए टेंशन में और वो चले गए बड़े पब्लिक बाथ में नहाने. एंड दे यूज्ड टू हैव दीस टब्स एट दैट पर्टिकुलर टाइम. और लो बिहोल्ड, क्या हुआ? वो टब में अंदर गए. किसी को पता है क्या हुआ उसके बाद? यूरेका की स्टोरी सुनी है? यूरेका, जिसने भी सुनी है आप अनम्यूट करके बिल्कुल बता सकते हो.
I think vaguely I recall कि वो टब में था and then he started running that he has discovered some basic principle. यूरेका
So
भाग रहा था.
हाँ जी, बिल्कुल. So बीच का एक एपिसोड उसमें हुआ था. जैसे वो टब में बैठे, जैसे ही वो टब में बैठे, काफी सारा पानी बाहर आ गया और वो उनका यूरेका मोमेंट था. और वो तभी ऐसे ही भगवान ने जैसे उन्हें बनाया था, वो चल दिए और भाग दिए. दैट वाज द यूरेका मोमेंट. सो व्हाट डिड ही रियलाइज एट दैट पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट इन टाइम? उन्होंने रियलाइज किया कि बॉडी का जो डेंसिटी रहता है और जो पानी बाहर आता है ना, देयर इज एन इक्वेशन टू इट. गोल्ड डेंस रहता है. गोल्ड इज वन ऑफ द डेंसेस्ट सब्सटेंसेस नोन टू मैन. गोल्ड डेंस रहता है, तो वो एक फिक्स्ड अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर अगर आप गोल्ड डालोगे पानी में, वो पानी डिस्प्लेस करेगा. समझो आप एक कॉइन डालोगे, ठीक है, कॉइन डालोगे या कोई मेटल का बॉल पानी में डालोगे तो थोड़ा पानी बाहर आएगा. लेकिन सोचो अगर आप बलून पानी के अंदर डाल रहे हो, बलून को पानी में पुश करने के लिए दिक्कत होती है. किस चीज को पानी में पुश करने में दिक्कत होगी? कॉइन को या बलून को? मेटल की चीज पानी में इजीली चली जाती है या बलून पानी में इजीली चला जाएगा? अंदर जाना चाहिए. व्हाट गोज इजीली इनसाइड?
मेटल इजीली जाएगा.
क्या जाएगा? मेटल इजीली जाएगा, बिल्कुल. और बलून
पुश करना पड़ेगा.
पुश करना पड़ेगा. इतने हल्के से बलून को हम लोग पुश कर करके थक जाएंगे, लेकिन वो बलून नहीं जाएगा. बच्चों वाला खिलौना. Why? It is air filled. It is buoyant. और जब भी वो अंदर चला भी गया, हम लोगों ने दबा के अंदर डाल भी दिया, तो क्या होता है? बहुत सारा पानी बाहर निकलता है. वैसे डेंसिटी कैलकुलेट की जाती है और वो हिसाब उन्होंने वो क्राउन के लिए लगाया था. और वही हिसाब हम हमारी थेरेपी के लिए लगाते हैं. दैट इज द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ बॉयंसी. as people, you know, इंसानों की we are a mix of, हम लोगों के body parts किस किस चीज से बने हुए रहते हैं? What are our different body parts?
Water, 67% water. Water, 66% water.
66% water, yes. What else is there in our body?
Bones,
So water is a
muscle,
major concept. हाँ, blood में काफी पानी रहता है और क्या क्या रहता है बॉडी में?
bones and muscles.
Bones रहते हैं, muscles रहते हैं, and we have a lot of fat tissue also. Thanks for answering, sir.
Yeah, thank
So या इससे बनती है हमारे बॉडी की एक स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी बनती है जो पानी से कम है, ठीक है? पानी की लोग ग्रेविटी 1 माना करते हैं, ओके? नाउ आर ग्रेविटी इज लेस देन दैट ऑफ वाटर, हम लोग लेस देन 1 है, इसीलिए यूजुअली जो इंसानी बॉडी रहती है वो पानी में ज्यादा करके बॉयंट रहती है, उसमें लेडीज में ज्यादा फैट की मात्रा रहती है, मेल्स में ज्यादा मसल्स की मात्रा रहती है, फीमेल्स ज्यादा फ्लोटिंग बॉडीज रहते हैं, मेल्स के बॉडीज ज्यादा सिंकिंग बॉडीज रहते हैं। और ये हम फ्लोट हो सकते हैं पानी में, चलो ये तो पता चल गया कि हम फ्लोट हो सकते हैं पानी में, लेकिन ये फ्लोटिंग करता क्या है हमारे लिए? What does it do? कौन यहाँ वजन कम करना चाहता है? है कोई जिसके विश लिस्ट पे ऐसे अचानक से हो कि काश मेरा वजन, मेरा जो करंट वजन है उससे आधा होता?
Yes, yes, madam.
I think most of us.
और हम सबसे हल्के, चलो साइंस में ये तो सबने पढ़ा ही रहेगा, वेयर आर वी लेस देन व्हाट वी आर ऑन अर्थ?
Water, definitely.
हमारा वेट कहाँ कम रहता है? अर्थ पे हम, यस दैट्स राइट जगदीप जी, वी आर लेसर इन स्पेस। मून पे हम बाकायदा उड़ सकते हैं चाहे हमारा वजन कुछ भी हो। मून के सिवाय ये और सिर्फ एक जगह पे हो सकता है, वो हो सकता है पानी में। Yeah, this is because of this particular force of buoyancy, viscosity, density of water. This makes our body feel lighter. ठीक है, समझिए अगर हम पानी में इमर्स्ड है, ओके, इफ वी आर इमर्स्ड अप टू वेस्ट, ठीक है, हम लोग अगर कमर तक इमर्स्ड रहते हैं, समझिए यहाँ तक नेवल तक अगर हम इमर्स्ड है, तो हमारे बॉडी का हम जो वजन फील करते हैं दैट इज एटलीस्ट 50% लेस देन व्हाट आवर बॉडी वेट इज, एटलीस्ट 50% लेस। ठीक है, अगर चेस्ट डेप्थ तक यहाँ तक अगर हम इमर्स्ड है, ठीक है, खड़े रह के अगर हम पानी में यहाँ तक इमर्स्ड है, वी फील 70% लेस ऑफ बॉडी वेट ऑन आवर जॉइंट्स। अगर हम यहाँ तक इमर्स्ड है तो सिर्फ 10% बॉडी वेट फील होता है। नाउ यू रिलेट दिस विद स्ट्रोक। ठीक है, अभी जिन्होंने या तो जो यहाँ पे हमारे स्ट्रोक सर्वाइवर हीरोज है या जो फैमिली मेंबर्स है, स्ट्रोक में काफी सारी दिक्कत एज वी ऑल नो लोडिंग की रहती है। द मसल्स आर नो लॉन्गर एबल टू एक्ट अगेंस्ट ग्रेविटी। देयर आर अदर कंसर्न्स आल्सो, जैसे मूवमेंट कंट्रोल भी डिस्टर्ब रहता है, लेकिन ग्रेविटी का एक मेजर फैक्टर आ जाता है प्ले में। अभी लैंड में हम लोग काफी सारा एंटी ग्रेविटी वर्क, आजकल नए नए प्रकार के ट्रेडमिल्स निकले हैं, हार्नेसेस निकले हैं। समवन हैज अंडरगॉन स्ट्रोक रिहैबिलिटेशन रिसेंटली, किसी ने हार्नेस ट्राई किया है, बॉडी को अनवे करने का हार्नेस सिस्टम ट्राई किया है? इज देयर एनीवन हियर हु हैज ट्राइड सच अ हार्नेस इन द गेट ट्रेनिंग, ड्यूरिंग देयर गेट ट्रेनिंग? अच्छा, किसी को हार्नेस के बारे में पता है जो टिपिकली हम लोग आजकल ट्रेडमिल्स के ऊपर यूज करते हैं? पीपल मस्ट हैव सीन फोटोग्राफ्स एक्सेट्रा ऑफ दैट। ओके, सो हार्नेस,
कुछ वीडियोस देखे हैं मैंने, रोबोटिक एक्सोस्केलेटन्स एंड हार्नेस वगैरह वो यूज करते हैं।
सो वो हो गया एडवांस, सर, दैट आल्सो इनकॉर्पोरेट्स अ हार्नेस, but that is also based on electronic signals. It's a lot of engineering work also. A simpler version is just something which goes on top of our body. हम लोग टिपिकली स्काई डाइविंग वगैरह और वो सब जो कूदते हैं, बंजी जंपिंग और वो सब करते हैं, उसमें जो हार्नेस कैसा रहता है ना, वैसे एक हार्नेस रहता है, एंड दैट कैन अनवे आवर बॉडी। ठीक है, एक बार बॉडी अनवे हो गया, ऑफ लोड हो गया, इट मेक्स इजियर फॉर आवर लिम्स begins to move. अभी सोचिए आपका बॉडी ऐसे ही just by being in water, just by the virtue of being in water अगर अनवे हो जाता है, अगर हम यहाँ तक अगर इमर्स्ड है, यहाँ तक इमर्स्ड है, 70% अनवे हो गए तो चलना कितना इजी हो जाएगा. So that is one of the prime properties of water which is used for aquatic therapy. लोडिंग ही नहीं है, ठीक है, बॉडी हल्का पड़ गया और अभी जितना वजन है उससे हम लोग पैर हिला पा रहे हैं, ठीक है. सेकेंड हो गई द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ विस्कोसिटी. विस्कोसिटी मतलब हम लोगों ने जो तेल के बारे में डिस्कस किया, जो नेल पॉलिश के बारे में डिस्कस किया, कि बॉडी हल्की तो पड़ जाती है क्योंकि बॉयंसी है, लेकिन फिर भी वाटर का अपना एक रेजिस्टेंस रहता है, एक फ्लो रहता है. अगर आप लोग कोई भी वाटर पार्क्स में आप लोग गए रहेंगे जरूर और वेव पूल्स एक्सपीरियंस किए हैं, या वाटर पार्क छोड़िए, समुद्र में चलना एक्सपीरियंस किया है, समुद्र में सी के अंदर वॉकिंग इजी रहता है कि रेजिस्टेंस मिलता है? व्हाट हैपेंस इनसाइड द सी?
There is resistance.
There is resistance. क्या करता है? Water gives us resistance. Waves आते हैं और
It's pulled down.
push
down.
we have to push against that resistance.
Yeah,
so,
right.
That's the viscosity which water offers. तो आप हल्के तो पड़ जाते हो, लेकिन वो resistance, forward resistance और backward resistance फिर भी मिलता है. So it's like a win-win situation. Gravity चली गई, लेकिन muscles have to work against that resistance, so strengthening is still happening. ठीक है. So ये एक दूसरी प्रॉपर्टी है वाटर की जो हम रिहैब में यूज करते हैं. अक्सर हिप के मसल्स स्ट्रोक में वीक पड़ जाते हैं, नी के मसल्स वीक पड़ जाते हैं, एंड लैंड में बिकॉज ऑफ द इम्पैक्ट ऑफ ग्रेविटी हम लोग वो मूवमेंट के प्लेन में जा ही नहीं पाते. समटाइम्स इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल टू गो इनटू दोस काइंड ऑफ मूवमेंट्स. या तो रादर इट टेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम, इट टेक्स मोर नंबर ऑफ पीपल. लेकिन पानी में सोचिए हल्का पड़ गया, लेकिन हमें स्ट्रेंथन तो फिर भी करना है. मिनिमम सपोर्ट से हम वो कर सकते हैं जो शायद लैंड पे हमारे लिए रिस्ट्रिक्शन है इन टर्म्स ऑफ रिहैबिलिटेशन. वो पानी में प्रैक्टिस कर लिया हम लोगों ने, न्यूरोप्लास्टिसिटी डेवलप कर ली. Neuroplasticity, it's a term which is frequently used by doctors, scientists. This is a term which is at the core of neurological rehabilitation. Stroke rehabilitation में neuroplasticity is everything. क्या होती है neuroplasticity? Anyone? So I know कि थोड़ा ये it's a bit of a jargon, technical jargon है, लेकिन किसी ने सुना है neuroplasticity के बारे में?
Rewiring of the neural networks in the brain.
Rewiring of the neuronal, yes, the neuronal system. So it is creating new pathways in the brain. We know that we all use a very, very, very limited extent of our brain. हम लोग ज़्यादा use नहीं करते हैं. The brain has a lot of potential. And when we undergo intensive rehab, we are rewiring our brain. बच्चे, for example, early childhood में 0 to 12 months तक जितनी movement सीखते हैं, उतनी शायद लाइफ लॉन्ग नहीं सीखते. सो दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ रैपिड न्यूरोप्लास्टिसिटी, रैपिड रीवायरिंग ऑफ द ब्रेन. एंड वाटर में द वेरी बेसिस ऑफ स्ट्रोक रिहैब इज कि स्ट्रोक हो गया, उसके बाद द ब्रेन once it comes out of the acute stage and you give it movement, it finds pathways, it finds way around so that movement can redevelop. लेकिन उसके लिए movement होनी चाहिए, ठीक है. Can neuroplasticity happen without any movement happening? ऐसे ही मैं बैठी हूँ और neuroplasticity काम कर सकती है? Can that rewiring happen? Again a yes or no answer will.
No.
बैठे बैठे हम पियानो में ऐसे ही सोते सोते सीख सकती हूँ पियानो बजाना?
No.
नहीं. मैं फुटबॉल खेलना, गिटार खेलना ऐसे ही सोते सोते सीख सकती हूँ?
No.
कराटे में ऐसे ही टीवी देख के सीख सकती हूँ?
Not at all.
नहीं.
नहीं. क्या करना पड़ता है उसके लिए? What do you have to do?
Practice.
You have to practice. You have to do the movement. आप करोगे नहीं तब तक कैसे न्यूरोप्लास्टिसिटी होगी? और पानी अगर पॉसिबल कर रहा है कुछ मूवमेंट कराना, it will naturally lead to neuroplasticity. And this is the base of using aquatic therapy. जहां पर भी लैंड में लिमिटेशंस आ रहे हैं, जहां पर भी हमें लैंड के लिए एडजंक्टिव सपोर्ट चाहिए, स्ट्रॉन्ग सपोर्ट चाहिए, वहां हम एक्वा यूज कर सकते हैं. अभी ये दो प्रॉपर्टीज हो गई और एक तीसरी है जिसको मुझे आई टिपिकली नो एज पानी की जादू की झप्पी. एवरीवन हैज सीन मुन्ना भाई. मुन्ना भाई देखिए सबने.
हाँ,
हाँ मुन्ना भाई देखिए, जादू की झप्पी क्या होता है?
हगिंग
जादू की
हगिंग
झप्पी इज
समवन।
अ, पास में आपके जो भी है, घर का जो भी फेवरेट मेंबर है, आप जादू की झप्पी दे दो, जादू की झप्पी ले लो. Does it feel good?
Yes.
यस
Do you feel supported when you get a jadoo ki jhappi?
यस
Yes.
Yes. So water has hydrostatic pressure. Water is a surrounding medium. When you stand in water, water is all around us. We know this as hydrostatic pressure. It is supporting us forward, backward, and sideways, and literally helping us to stay up. It is holding us up. ठीक है, it provides that particular tactile support, it provides physical support जो therapist को या family members को facilitation से देना पड़ता है. This results in increased facilitation, easier facilitation in water. अगर हम हर एक साइड से supported है, is it easy to lose balance? समझो आप हर एक साइड से supported हो, तो बैलेंस
No.
आपका संभला
No, no,
रहेगा कि आप लूज करोगे?
No.
ये संभला रहेगा।
बैलेंस संभला रहेगा. स्ट्रोक में दिक्कत किस बात की होती है? व्हाट इज वन
Balance.
मेजर कंसर्न? बैलेंस की
Balance.
कंसर्न होती है.
Yes.
इफ यू आर सपोर्टेड देन योर बैलेंस इज बेटर. If the balance is better, do you feel more confident in trying out new movements?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
Yes.
And when you try out new movements, will neuroplasticity happen?
Yes.
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 Sure.
For
Surely.
sure, for sure. And this is the baseline for using aquatic therapy. ठीक है, ये सब aquatic therapy के रामबाण है. Buoyancy, viscosity, hydrostatic pressure. ठीक है. And there is one more property. That is the warmth of the therapeutic pool. That is the nature of the facility. जो aquatic therapy की जो facility रहती है, उसका nature है. And we'll talk about that as we go on. Any questions up to this point? I'm really passionate about this subject. I can just go on and on. So, अगर कोई questions है तो आप लोग please feel free to ask me any questions that you may have.
Sure.
Ma'am, I just had a very basic question. For aquatic therapy, does person needs to know the swimming skills?
So absolutely not. I'm happy that you asked this question. It is absolutely not essential to know swimming. As I mentioned, aquatic therapy improves vertical functioning, and aquatic therapy ka system ही ऐसे design हुआ है. You know, we spoke about President Roosevelt, but I did not speak about what happened after that. After 1950s, this science underwent a rapid development. There was this gentleman called James Macmillan, who was he was a naval architect. He was a World War II veteran, and he was an expert amateur swimmer. He used to teach swimming to others in his spare time. And there was this time when he saw a lot of girls. You know, तभी हम लोग there was this school, this residential school, and he saw these girls who were confined to a wheelchair. And residential schools में बड़ा fencing लगा था, and they were all behind this fencing. ठीक है, not moving, not getting much of exercise. This particular school was known as the Halevic School, and it was particularly for these girls. And he thought, why not put them in water? He applied the physics of water to the human body. He was not a physiotherapist, but he still correlated whatever he worked with, and he came up with a science of 10-point Halevic method. ठीक है, it is very popularly used in swimming these days. What is derived from it, the therapeutic form of it becomes water specific therapy or aquatic therapy. Halevics में 10 point होते हैं, water specific therapy में 7 point होते हैं. ठीक है, water specific therapy is geared towards improving vertical functioning, और ये शुरू ही mental adjustment से होता है. Now if any of you have learned swimming 10 साल पहले, 20 साल पहले, कोई अपना swimming का experience share करना चाहेगा? Swimming पहली बार सीखे, कैसे सीखे? Would anyone like to share that experience? क्या किया था आपको जिसने स्विमिंग सिखाया था? कौन स्विम करता है पहले? Who swims? Otherwise, I'll share my experience. Jagdeep ji, he is a swimmer. Jagdeep ji, would you like to share your experience of swimming? Yeah, I'll answer the question on the budget also.
Basically,
Sorry.
I have okay. I'll go ahead. Yeah, basically, I've seen my son. He is hardly 3 years, 4 years of age. When he started swimming, the swimmer or the coach, he used to train him in such a way that first he has to hold the rod of the swimming pool or the curve of the swimming pool, and with the legs he has to just you need to put the legs upside down like that. He has to beat the legs basically.
Fantastic.
That,
Yes.
that was starting.
Gentle introduction to swimming. So holding the rod and kicking the legs. What did this help?
Right.
This helped
Yes.
with your son getting adjusted to the pool environment, did it not?
Right,
It helped
madam.
with mental adjustment. This is what learning water specific therapy or swimming starts with. किसी ना किसी का तो ये एक्सपीरियंस हुआ रहेगा कि चलो स्विमिंग सिखाना है, उठा के सीधा पानी में डाल दिया. Did anyone get that experience?
You
कोई
know,
है ऐसा lucky one?
yeah, sorry, can I?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, doctor, I learned swimming very late in mid-30s when my young children were learning.
Yeah.
So my experience is different from my kids.
Yeah.
But yes, when you do this exercise, I learned with a tough experience because I was a bit fearful. But finally, I learned it. But my way was very different from others.
Would you like
Because
to share, ma'am?
I developed my unique way, keeping my head out of water.
Oh, okay.
And as a doctor, you also know, and I also know that buoyancy and all these do help, and with my age group, especially because I am now settled in UK,
Right.
this kind of aquatherapy I'm doing for my joints, which is very helpful.
Right.
For my knee problems and other things.
Right.
So both swimming and those exercises are very helpful to me.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your experience. So just as ma'am mentioned, she developed a method for herself wherein ma'am could keep her head above water. So आप लोग मुझे बताइए, पानी में जो accidents होते हैं, what does it happen because of? Drowning happens because हम लोग पानी के अंदर चले जाते हैं कि drowning happens because हम लोग पानी inhale कर लेते हैं?
पानी इनहेल कर लेते हैं.
पानी इनहेल कर लेते हैं. आप चाहो तो भी पानी के अंदर जा नहीं सकते, आप कुछ भी कर लो, आप पानी के अंदर नहीं जा सकते, ठीक है? बट ड्राउनिंग हैपेंस बिकॉज यू इनहेल वाटर. जब भी आप पानी के अंदर ब्रीथ इन करते हो इंस्टेड ऑफ एक्सहेलिंग. So one of the first steps which is taught in water specific therapy is when to inhale, when to exhale. ठीक है? When to inhale, do you inhale inside water or outside water?
Outside water.
You inhale outside water and you exhale inside water. Then you get mentally adjusted. ठीक है? Then there are various types of movements, various planes में रहते हैं. Forward, backward plane में movement रहता है, sideways में रहता है, turning movements रहते हैं. These are all then thereby therapeutic movements. This is the school of thought of water specific therapy. It is very methodical in nature. And through this method काफी लोग swimming भी सीख जाते हैं. Michael Phelps का लोगों ने सुना रहेगा. So this is the method that they typically use. UK में Halifax is, there are Halifax schools of swimming. So this is how swimming is trained. This is how aquatic therapy takes place. It takes place in a systematic manner wherein mental adjustment होता है, breath control सिखाते हैं, different types of movements सिखाते हैं, which lead to therapeutic gain. And therapy pools need not be very deep water pools. Of course, deep water pools के अलग exercises रहते हैं, जहाँ पे पैर छोड़ देते हैं, उसके exercise system अलग है. However, our intent is verticality. So finally, we should be able to stand and walk within the pool and then outside that. Does this answer the question? Thoda lamba answer tha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So long drawn out answer. Yeah. So now just some videos of this young stroke survivor. This is the pre-treatment video. Just a second. I may lose computer battery, I think. Just a second. Forgot to plug on my computer. Yeah. So, yeah. And he had come to us for a limited time. Yeah. And this was his treadmill gait when he had first come in. So we'll see his results in some of the later slides. Now some of the how-to-dos of aquatic therapy. I'm getting an echo from somewhere. Okay, now. So some of the how-to-dos of aquatic... Hadip sir, I'm getting an echo.
Yes, there is an echo. Maybe people can unmute mute themselves in case, or lower their audio. That could be a reason. Let me just check also.
Come.
Yeah. So yeah, the how to do's. So अभी हम लोग समझ गए कि water help कैसे कर सकता है. It stands on the pillars of buoyancy, viscosity, जादू की छप्पी, that is hydrostatic pressure, and then you have the warmth, therapeutic warmth of water. जो typically therapeutic pools रहते हैं वो warm water pools रहते हैं. 33 degrees Celsius पे पानी का temperature रहता है. However, here I stress that aquatic therapy is not an umbrella solution कि हम लोगों ने सिर्फ aqua किया और हमारा problem sort हो गया. Okay, it is not an umbrella solution. It is a very powerful tool. However, it is supportive to land-based rehabilitation. So this is the process by which we design an aquatic therapy session. Land-based assessment must रहती है. All right, you have a subjective assessment कि हम कैसे चल रहे हैं, हमारी दिक्कत क्या है. Then you have an objective assessment जहाँ पे हम current movement control कितना है, strength कितना है, trunk control कितना है, balance कितना है, वो सब assess करते हैं. You put metrics to it, numerics to it through various outcome measures. Metrics will tell us whether we are improving or no. As Jagdeep ji just mentioned that हर एक therapy में time and financials both have to be invested. So those metrics are important to know whether your goal is being achieved or no. एक plan of care design किया जाता है which is in keeping with the land based goals. That is very important. Land based goal हो सकता है कि हमें next, for example, 15 days में 100 meters चलना है. They have to be measurable goals. 100 meters हमें independently चलना है या हमें एक minimum assistance के साथ चलना है. Your aquatic therapy plan is designed in keeping with that land based goal. के land में दिक्कतें क्या हो रही है? For example, balance की problem हो रही है. For example, the stroke limb, it is not getting cleared off the ground. Ankle drag हो रहा है, circumduction हो रहा है, tilt हो रहा है, neglect हो रहा है. According to that, an aquatic therapy program is designed कि हम लोग aqua से best क्या निकाल सकते हैं. हम लोग balance को treat कर सकते हैं, हम लोग muscle की strengthening कर सकते हैं. What can we treat best? Why is aquatic therapy required? That is a very, very important question. And what are we going to use it for? It has to be very specific. It cannot be random. It cannot be one plan works for all. It has to be specific to what needs have to be addressed. And how can we leverage? हम लोग water का माध्यम कैसे leverage कर सकते हैं to achieve our therapeutic goals. Monitoring is important of all vital parameters. As we all know, it's a cardiovascular concern. Hence, monitoring is important. Document, reevaluate, and replan the treatment. This is how we typically design an aquatic therapy treatment. ICF model, ये जरा scientific jargon हो गया, but quickly going through the subheadings. हमें हमारे प्रॉब्लम एरियाज, चाहे वो स्ट्रेंथ के हो, स्पास्टिसिटी को हो, सेंसरी हो, वी वांट टू वर्क ऑन दैट. एक्टिविटीज पे वर्क करना है. टिपिकली वॉकिंग इज एन एक्टिविटी. ओके, उस पे वर्क करना है. क्यों वर्क करना है? क्योंकि वी वांट टू गो बैक टू आवर लाइफ. वी वांट टू पार्टिसिपेट इन व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस. चाहे वो वर्कप्लेस पार्टिसिपेशन हो, चाहे वो सोशल पार्टिसिपेशन हो. दैट इज व्हाट दिस एंटायर फॉर्मेट इज गियर्ड टुवर्ड्स. Yeah. So these are some of the clinical concerns which are typically seen in stroke. I'm not going through this in detail because ये आप लोग directly, indirectly ये सबको पता है. However, if there are questions, I'm happy to take up those. And these are the properties of water that we just discussed: buoyancy, viscosity, hydrostatic pressure, and thermodynamics, which is the property of therapeutic warmth. जैसे मैंने बोला, a typical therapy pool, the norm is, the international norm is that it has to be temperature controlled at about 32 degrees Celsius, 32 to 33 degrees Celsius. Warm water hai, it is more comfortable. Parasympathetic activity, so that the part of the nervous system which is responsible for relaxation, that gets activated. Spasticity के effects distinctly कम दिखाई पड़ते हैं. Stiffness कम हो जाती है. आप लोगों ने घर में भी एक्सपीरियंस किया रहेगा, जब भी पेन होता है तभी हम क्या कहते हैं या क्या करते हैं? गर्म पानी की शिकाई लो. सो दिस इज द एंटायर बॉडी इन गर्म पानी की शिकाई. इट रिलैक्सेस अस, it eases of stiffness, which is why it is important for therapeutic needs. And this is what aquatic therapy helps to improve. Mobility improve करता है. We have a problem with mobility as far as stroke is concerned. Ranges are restricted. Spasticity की वजह से, spasticity की वजह से हम एक ही position में रहते हैं. There are other positioning concerns, जिससे tightness हो जाती है, stiffness set in हो जाती है, which makes us difficult. It makes it difficult for us to move. Trunk कम move होता है, पैर कम move होते हैं. The hand gets stuck. Shoulder hand syndrome develop हो जाता है. Shoulder की upward movement, subluxation, all of that happens. And aquatic therapy, with aquatic therapy, we can help achieve all these therapeutic goals, including gait-based goals. And these are some of the activities that can take place in water. So what is a typical aquatic therapy facility like? So through pictures, I'll introduce you to some of the concepts of what an aquatic therapy facility is like. At our center in Mumbai, we have, it has been our humble attempt to adapt to the best features from around the world. चाहे वो Switzerland हो, UK हो, काफी research किया गया था, and we have come down to what we picked as some of the best features from the world. Pools are temperature controlled in a therapeutic facility. The deck area मैं आपको दिखाती जाऊंगी. It has to be a surface which is a surface with friction, a non-skid surface. I will also show you the therapy hoist, जिसको pool में अंदर आने के और बाहर जाने की दिक्कत हो. Someone who is not able to use staircase. Someone who has never entered the pool in their life. At our facility, we have first timers who have entered the pool at 85 and 90 years of age. So a therapeutic hoist is an electronic chair which can enable entry and exit both. So these are some of the features. Railing bars are important. Wheelchair accessible toilets, washrooms are important. So we'll see that as we go along our presentation. As you can see, these are some therapeutic. Yeah, these are some therapeutic exercises which I used. All my videos are not of stroke rehabilitation because of privacy issues. Whatever is permitted has been used. So as you can see, the lady here is wearing flippers. अलग-अलग टाइप के टूल्स होते हैं जो स्ट्रेंथ के लिए होते हैं. कोई एड रहता है, फ्लोटेशन एड रहता है, कोई स्ट्रेंथनिंग में हेल्प करता है, विस्कोसिटी की प्रॉपर्टी यूज करता है. यू कैन सी अ पेयर ऑफ वाटर डंबल्स हियर. So this is the dumbbells into use. Yeah, so वर्क इज ऑन एज फार एज बैलेंस इज कंसर्न. वन लेग स्टैंडिंग हो रहा है, फ्लिपर्स से रेजिस्टेंस आता है काफी. इफ एनी ऑफ यू हैव एवर एक्सपीरियंस स्क्यूबा डाइविंग, ठीक है, फ्लिपर्स हॉरिजॉन्टल में इट इंक्रीजेस आवर स्पीड, लेकिन वर्टिकली उठाने जाओ तो काफी रेजिस्टेंस देता है. दोस डंबल्स लुक लाइट, ठीक है, लेकिन जैसे बलून को दिक्कत होती है पानी में पुश करने में, सेम गोज विद द डंबल्स. As we mentioned, spasticity और tone पे act करता है. The therapeutic warmth of the pool, apart from that, whatever therapeutic strategies that we use are designed so that we can elongate naturally the stiff and spastic muscles. Pain का काफी बार stroke में component रहता है. We do have a lot of people coming to us with shoulder related concerns especially, and it really impacts stroke rehabilitation. Warmth is a way of achieving pain relief, the therapeutic warmth. उसके अलावा various movements promote the pain gate mechanism. Pain gate mechanism मतलब essentially हम लोग pain के signals block करते हैं through other signals like mechanical signals. अगर हम movement करते हैं तो mechanical signals produce होते हैं. और एक्सरसाइज जब भी फैसिलिटेट होती है इन अ स्मूथ मैनर, तभी केमिकल ट्रांसमिटर्स रिलीज होते हैं which also help in pain relief. Cardiovascular system, heart based, muscle endurance, so this is all stamina based, and these are some of the advantages. स्ट्रोक में मूवमेंट ना करने की वजह से, समझो अगर हम 4 दिन बुखार में है एंड वी आर ऑन द बेड, स्टेमिना इंपैक्ट बिल्कुल हो जाता है. स्ट्रोक में इनिशियली मूवमेंट कम रहती है. However, it is essential that we go back to a stamina that we require for participation in daily life. So aquatic therapy is a good way of achieving that particular muscle endurance as well as cardiovascular endurance. ये नूडल आप देख रहे हो पिक्चर में, so it is a buoyant device. यहाँ पे कोर मसल स्ट्रेंथनिंग होती है. अभी कोर का बड़ा बड़ा महत्व है in the sense that the core, समझो core is focused around the middle of the body. यहाँ पे पेट और बैक का एरिया टिपिकली कोर कहते हैं. स्कैपुलर मसल्स, दैट इज द कोर. ग्लूट्स, बटक्स, दैट इज आल्सो अ पार्ट ऑफ द कोर. अपना पेल्विक फ्लोर जो रहता है वो कोर का पार्ट है, और ब्रीथिंग डायफ्राम इज अ पार्ट ऑफ द कोर. सो कोर मसल्स का इंपॉर्टेंस ये है कि जैसे ट्री की ट्रंक होल्ड्स अप द ट्री, वैसे ही द कोर होल्ड्स अप आवर बॉडी. अगर ट्रंक स्ट्रॉन्ग है तो ब्रांचेस कैन बी हेल्ड अप. ऐसे ही अगर हमारा ट्रंक स्ट्रॉन्ग है तो हैंड्स एंड लेग्स मूव मोर एफिशिएंटली. एंड कोर स्ट्रेंथनिंग इज वेरी वेल अचीव्ड इन वाटर. इट्स वन ऑफ द, मेरे एक्सपीरियंस में सबसे बड़ा एडवांटेज है पानी यूज करने का. सेंसरी सिस्टम, सो वाटर इज कांस्टेंट टच. ओके, इट्स टैक्टाइल इन नेचर. वाटर में हमेशा थोड़ी मूवमेंट होती है, मतलब वेस्टिब्युलर, कान के पीछे के जो रिसेप्टर्स रहते हैं वो बैलेंस के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल रहते हैं. उसको स्टिम्युलस लो लेवल मिलते ही रहता है. यू कैन हाइक अप द स्टिम्युलस ऑल्सो, ठीक है. सो दीज आर द सेंसेशन इंपॉर्टेंट है. विदाउट सेंसेशन इट इज लाइक कि हम बॉडी को मैप कैसे करें, हम चले कैसे, ठीक है. पत्थर पे पाव पड़ रहा है, जब तक पाव रियलाइज नहीं करेगा कि पत्थर है तब तक हम बैलेंस कैसे संभाले, राइट और रॉन्ग. So water helps in activating the sensory systems also, and then we can work on balance, postural control. यहाँ जो यूज किया गया है that's a balance beam, ठीक है. As we heard that water, जादू की झप्पी, बॉडी को संभाल लेता है. बैलेंस इज हेल्ड अप, अ पर्सन इज हेल्ड अप, hence it is possible to go on to challenging एक्टिविटीज इन अ सेफ एनवायरनमेंट. जैसे मैंने बोला, आप चाह के भी पानी में गिर नहीं सकते. एंड अल्टीमेटली ऑल ऑफ दिस, स्ट्रोक में एक बहुत मेजर गोल रहता है वॉकिंग का, लोकोमोशन अचीवमेंट का. ऑल ऑफ दिस हेल्प्स इन आवर लोकोमोटर गोल्स. पोस्चरल स्ट्रेटजीज इंप्रूव होते हैं, बैलेंस इंप्रूव होता है और इससे गेट इंप्रूव होता है. तो यहाँ पर आप जो देख रहे हो, ये स्पेसिफिकली वीडियो डाला मैंने बिकॉज दिस शोज द हॉइस्ट. अगेन दिस जेंटलमैन हैज अ डिफरेंट न्यूरोलॉजिकल कंसर्न, लेकिन हॉइस्ट से ही इज नॉट एम्बुलेटरी, व्हीलचेयर यूज करते हैं. एंड दिस इज द हॉइस्ट विच वी हैव यूज्ड टू प्रमोट एंट्री इनसाइड द पूल. One more very important point is pool hygiene. Because we are dealing with a group which may be lower in terms of immunity, काफी एक health का setback हो चुका रहता है. It is important that we conduct this therapy in a place which provides utmost hygiene, various type of filtration systems, ionizers रहते हैं, chlorine रहता है. All of this helps maintain hygiene. जैसे हमारे वहाँ we have UV lights, we have UV based disinfection. The chlorine levels are 1 ppm, which is currently the international norm. COVID वगैरह का भी ये international norm है. उसके अलावा there are glass bead filters, sand filters भी कहीं कहीं available रहते हैं. Ionizers रहते हैं, ओजोन रहता है जो पानी को डिसइंफेक्ट करते रहता है, because you cannot afford to have an infection which is waterborne. ठीक है, some facility features that you can see here, railings are important. Okay, just for whatever support that is needed. These are again various pieces of therapeutic equipment which can be used. यहाँ पर water specific therapy is, this particular guy is undergoing a trunk workout. And this is some evidence for practice. It has been researched a lot internationally, and whatever we have currently in practice is based on all this international and national level research which is happening on aquatic therapy and other forms of rehabilitation. यहाँ पे what is happening is known as the Badragas ring method. It has evolved from a place in Switzerland known as Badragas. मैंने जो Valence की बात की वो Badragas is a town in Switzerland and Valence is a part of that clinic in Valence नाम है. And अगर किसी ने PNF experience किया है during their rehabilitation, proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation, it is loosely based on PNF principles and water is used to achieve movement control of the limbs. ठीक है, voluntary control काफी हद तक affect हो जाता है. So यहाँ पर voluntary control पर, selective motor control पर हम अच्छे से work कर सकते हैं along with the flow. And again, there is evidence for the same. Aichi was designed by a Japanese gentleman. जैसे land पे, it is not the same as Tai Chi. The names are similar. However, it is a series of movements, kathas. Agar whoever is familiar with martial arts में you have a series of movements which are known as kathas. वैसे ही Aichi के भी kathas रहते हैं. There are numerous kathas. And those kathas help in achieving balance and movement control using the therapeutic properties of water. It is also a huge stress buster. You deeply have to feel the movement. You have to be mindful of the movement. This also helps build up new movement patterns. Again, evidence for Aichi. This is some therapy which is going on. You can also adapt various other therapeutic strategies to water. So here, neurodevelopmental therapy, some facilitations are being adapted to be used in water, using the advantages which water offers us. So here, we saw this picture previously. This is again a young gentleman with stroke. We are currently working on balance and arm swing. And probably this level of one leg standing will not be feasible in the initial days on land, in the early days of rehabilitation. But as you can see, in water, the gentleman is comfortably managing to achieve a one leg stance, which is vitally important जब भी हमें gait correct करना रहता है. Again, staircase climbing, essential activity है, लेकिन difficult हो जाता है. टास्क स्पेसिफिक ट्रेनिंग अप्रोच से, मतलब उसी टास्क को लेके, जो टास्क हमें डिफिकल्ट जा रहा है वही टास्क को लेके हम न्यूरोप्लास्टिसिटी डेवलप कर सकते हैं. और यहाँ पे स्टेयरकेस क्लाइंबिंग यूजिंग बॉयंसी, बॉडी हल्का पड़ गया है पानी में. दिस जेंटलमैन हैज पेरेसिस, अदरवाइज दिस लेवल ऑफ स्टेयर क्लाइंबिंग इज नॉट पॉसिबल फॉर हिम. Again, he is not a stroke survivor, but this is again a representational video. However, this gentleman also has paresis of both the lower limbs, in fact, and some weakness in the arms also. So again, some evidence here for one leg standing, marching, kickbacks. यहाँ पर again a therapeutic measure थोड़ा सा. Usually we tend to avoid using support. इनका weight bearing symmetry लाने के लिए and to achieve some weight bearing on the upper limb also, we have dropped a walker inside the pool. This is an in-pool treadmill. It is a motorized treadmill which can be used for gait training.
Ma'am, there is
Here
a question in the chat box on treadmill, if you can answer that.
Sorry, I missed out on the chat. Do Indian tread centers have underwater? Yes, Indian centers do have underwater treadmills. There are a lot, there are motorized treadmills. We do have 2 treadmills at our centers also. Hydraulic treadmills bhi develop ho gaye hain, jahan pe the entire treadmill floor can go up to adjust to various heights. जैसे मैंने बताया, नेक डेप्थ इमर्शन में अनलोडिंग ज्यादा होता है, लेकिन अल्टीमेटली हमें लाइन पे चलना है तो हमें लोड करना रहता है. ठीक है, यू गेट द हाइड्रोलिक फ्लोर अप सो दैट यू कैन लोड द लिम्स इन प्रेपरेशन फॉर लैंड बेस्ड walking. So yes, Indian centers do have motorized underwater treadmills and they are extremely useful to therapy. And the video that I have got is of the one that we have at our center. This is a hydraulic treadmill. यहाँ पे हम hydraulic system use nahi kiya. This is the underwater camera. As you can see, walking the gait training activity is going on. The question about what if any patients come with bruises, cuts in the skin. So yes, sir, there are contraindications. This is amongst them and I'll address that shortly. Open wounds, to answer your question immediately, open wounds अगर non-infected है तो हम, और अगर waterproof dressing से वो cover करना possible है, पूरी तरह से सील करना पॉसिबल है, अगर फिजिशियन ने क्लियरेंस दिया है तो हम बिल्कुल पूल में ले सकते हैं. However, infected wounds, with infected wounds you cannot enter water because moisture will aggravate the infection. So non-infected wounds after physician clearance and with adequate dressing, waterproof dressing, yes, but infected wounds no. Restroom टाइम के बाद कर सकते हैं. Bowel evacuation हो गया है और अगर continent है तो बिल्कुल अच्छे से शावर करना है. शावरिंग के भी प्रोटोकॉल्स रहते हैं. 2-3 minutes का शावर लेना है, which helps to clean the body thoroughly. and फिर पूल में हम एंटर बिल्कुल कर सकते हैं. जिसका अनकंट्रोल्ड इनकॉन्टिनेंस है, लिक्विड लाइक स्टूल्स वगैरह है, अगेन दैट्स लाइक अ कॉन्ट्राइंडिकेशन. हाउएवर, जिसका टाइम्ड बाउल इवैक्यूएशन प्रॉब्लम है, देयर आर नो अदर बाउल कंसर्न्स, तो हम लोग वाटरप्रूफ पूल डाइपर्स मिलते हैं, कंटेनमेंट नैपीज भी मिलते हैं. एडिक्वेट मॉनिटरिंग के साथ हम लोग पूल में एंटर कर सकते हैं. So yeah, these are some post therapy videos. Approximately 20 sessions हुए थे. He had come to us specifically for aquatic therapy. I think slide change हो गई, sorry. Yeah. So I'll switch off the volume here. Yeah. So ये वाला प्री वीडियो था जो हमने पहले देखा था. And this is a post video. This is after some 6 weeks of therapy, approximately 20 sessions. यहाँ पे treadmill walking चल रहा है, same young gentleman. And यहाँ पे it's the post sessions video. As you can see, there is marked improvement as far as balance is concerned and as far as the limb voluntary control is concerned. Weight bearing distribution is better. Overall limb control, selective control is also better. This is another young lady with stroke. We do have a lot of young stroke survivors, alarming trend, but again, looking at positive, significant improvements after good therapy being given. So this is the pre-video. And then water, walking became easier, movement control became better. So this is the video after a certain number of sessions. Again, some therapy is into play. So again, this is balance, trunk control being worked on. NDT and the WST strategy being worked on. And ये फिर इनका functional training करवाया गया. The same gentleman. Functional training is coming back to everyday activities. He is in our sensory garden. The surrounding is a sensory pathway. And here. Using appropriate treatment strategies, yes, it's not magic, but we can see what, the will to do on both the hero's end, the therapist end, and the family's end can achieve. So, yeah, this brings us to the takeaways. Explore your learning, explore your skills. Water does induce a lot of self-confidence, a lot of motivation. Thank you all for your time. I will be coming to questions now, especially questions on indications, contraindications, and any others that you may have. Shruti ji raised her hand. Yes, Shruti ji, please feel free to unmute.
Yeah. Hello, ma'am. This was a very informative session.
Thank you, sir.
And we were definitely looking forward to this. What I want to know is, ma'am, whether a stroke patient in chronic stages or in the initial stages after stroke is eligible, or an old patient, even is he or she eligible? I mean to say, my husband is now, after stroke, he is at 3.5 years of stroke, where hand spasticity is persisting. Right. Will it help even now?
So, ma'am, to answer the first part of the question, we have had experiences from both group, immediate post-stroke rehab, people who are coming after 6 months, and we have also had survivors who are coming at 15 years, at 5 years, and depending on the therapeutic goals, we look at whether there is an achievable or no. For example, endurance-based goals, yes, there is definite improvement. Balance-based goals, yes, there is definite improvement. Selective motor control, it is said that it is best achieved when the neuroplasticity is highest, but we have seen improvement later on also. Upper limb, it depends on what the concern area is. If the concern area is due to a lot of stiffness, dynamic stiffness, that can be worked on. Motor learning in the chronic stages, once the old circuits have set in, it is a little slower, but ranges and motor control, we can definitely achieve that. And if that is the limiting factor, then we can go over that limiting factor and work towards other achievables also. So it will depend on what the baseline is. What is your goal? Maybe a bilateral or a bimanual activity, like holding, for example, a ball, can be achieved. But if we are talking about fine motor function, we do not do a lot of fine motor function work inside water. Water is primarily the larger movements. For upper extremity, we can work immensely on the scapula, the shoulder. We can work on the overall ranges. Lekin jo fine motor ki training hoti hai, that comes on land. That's a land-based perspective. If the problem concern area right now is due to the scapula, due to the trunk, due to the selective motor control being less, yes, improvements can be achieved.
Ma'am, what I want to know is there a team, like there's one person who is assessing and then one person with the aquatic team? Is it something like that?
So usually these therapies are one-on-one, one therapist. We've always had one therapist and one person. That is the pattern of work. We need more than one person when the difficulties are very high. Like we've had some people with, body weight bhi pani mein manage ho jata hai, because in the previous video, as you saw, we have a hoist, pani mein body halka pad jata hai. Even I can manage someone who has extremely high body weight and I am on the petite side. However, if there are, a lot of movement related impairments, gross, very high level impairments, then we may take assistance of a second person. But I would say in 80 to 90% of cases, it is one therapist and one patient being treated, at least 90% of cases.
Ma'am, one more question.
Yeah.
Is there like a time frame, like as you said, 21 days for a particular patient? So if a person from outside Mumbai wants to travel, for example, we want to come to Mumbai, to your place of work, to your hospital, is there any like time frame? We will try this for 21 days. We will see we will see how the person is responding. Is it something like that?
Ma'am, depending on the goals, the therapy goals that you have in mind, and the current baseline impairment level, activity level, we can design a time frame. One time frame is not, enough to achieve everything, but say there are specific goals in mind. For example, we want to achieve outdoor walking, or for example, staircase climbing is something that we do need and we are not able to achieve that. We can look at keeping a definite time frame in mind. It is time bound, ma'am. It is time bound, but the time frame is not one size fits all. It would depend on these two factors majorly: your goal and the baseline concerns. Where are you at baseline right now?
Teleconsultations is possible right now?
Teleconsultations are possible. There will be some limitations to it, but largely functional assessments are possible on tele.
Thank you, ma'am.
Most welcome. Thank you for your question.
Okay, I just
there are a
wanted
few questions.
one question I just want to take from where Shrutiji said. Is it possible to send a, let's say, video remotely to you with a goal in mind, and then you can, as you are saying, you can set maybe a time horizon in which that goal will be achieved? Is it feasible as of now?
It can be done. We may need more information, so probably more videos. A functional baseline can be achieved and some approximate time duration can be discussed based on our own clinical experience, whatever functional level that we can gauge through tele-rehabilitation and evidence. An approximate time frame can be discussed, sir. And whatever needs to be fine-tuned, we can discuss it over that particular point. Whatever is not, feasible to predict.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Ma'am, you mentioned that along with the aquatic therapy, land exercises are also important, right? So when we say that we want a combination of these two, so both the basically the therapist who is performing the land exercises and the aquatic therapy should be, on the same page in terms of rehabilitation, or it can go like hand in hand.
They absolutely need to be on the same page. That is my personal opinion. And if it is happening at two different places, then the team approach, it is central to everything. And the center of the team is the patient and the family and their goals. And all of us have to work in keeping with those goals. Even therapeutic strategies have to complement each other. Aquatic, as I mentioned, is a strong adjunct to land. So we have to work in tandem with whatever is going on land. It cannot be two disparate things happening. Otherwise, the goal achievement gets impacted. The land-based therapy part is vital for carryover of skills from aqua to land. You have, for example, achieved good balance in water, achieved a longer walking stride in water. It is very important to carry that over on land and in regular function.
Okay, so would you recommend having one single team focusing on both the exercises, because there might be a break of communication between these two? Basically, I'm just trying to understand how
sure.
we can manage both.
Very valid question. It is preferable, of course, that a single team works. However, we have worked with different teams also. And people are, these days it's the importance of a transdisciplinary and a multidisciplinary approach. Everyone accepts. So that communication for most part is easily facilitated. There are very few instances in which that communication clashes. It's very, very rare.
Okay, and your clinic offers both the services?
Yeah, the clinic offers all services.
Okay, thank you. Also, there are a couple of questions in the chat box.
Sure.
If you can.
I'll open the chat box. Yeah, so the question from, I answered the treadmill based question. struggling with budget. Jagdeep ji addressed this question. So yes, it is, the costing is more than what we would have on land. But as with all things that are new, hopefully in some years, all this will be scaled up. If we, kind of remember, mobile phones were also expensive. We know how much those big mobiles, jo cordless ke jaise dikhte the, and it used to be so unique, used to cost at that time. Aur aaj ke tareekh mein kya hai? So if the concept is new to India, hopefully down the years we will have more centers. A lot of therapists are there, and this can be scaled. However, even currently there are workarounds for people who are, number one, they are struggling economically. At our own center also, we do have CSR based activities. Of course, there are criteria, so that can be looked upon. Please do not be deterred by that. Where there is a will, there is definitely a way, and together we can find a way. Number two, a very practical approach is working goal specific. It need not be an endless form of therapy unless it is recreational. Yeah, if someone chooses it to be as their form of exercise. Just say, someone chooses yoga as a form of exercise. Someone may choose aqua as a form of exercise. Like ma'am who was from UK, she uses water as a regular exercise medium. You may choose to go for goal specific therapy. 20-30 sessions mein, this is what I want to achieve. Yeah, XYZ number of sessions mein. Once we achieve this, we can taper off aquatic therapy. Or once we achieve this, we can go on a maintenance form of therapy. That will take care of the budgetary issues as well. And जो भी हमारे usual therapy sessions को मिलता है in terms of mediclaims, वो तो aquatic therapy को भी मिल जाता है. The second question about the treadmill I answered. If there are any more questions with regards to that, I'll be happy to take that up as well. Bruises or cuts in skin also I answered. There are some absolute contraindications, communicable diseases, which can be transmitted from one person to the other. That's an absolute no-no. Uncontrolled incontinence, uncontrolled epilepsy, seizures are an absolute no-no. Especially for all, the stroke survivors, especially in the early days of stroke rehab, or if there are coexisting comorbidities, other diseases, it is very important to have a physician clearance. Even otherwise, it is important to have your treating physician in the loop, so that, we are working at the entirety of the concern. So we usually communicate with the physician, before starting. So that is again a question. PNF, do you do PNF stretching inside the pool? So there are various therapeutic strategies. As I mentioned, the Badraga's ring method is loosely based on PNF principles. Various kinds of stretching, whether it is the PNF stretch or other schools of stretches, they can be done in the pool using therapeutic properties of water. For us aquatic therapists, it is very important that we do not repeat what has been, land pe kiya, wahi cheez pani mein kiya. It needs to be an advantage. You need to leverage the properties of water. So that is the question on stretching. Will it help patients who are walking, who are already strong with good balance? Depends on your goal, sir. If your goal is endurance based at this stage, if you have specific areas of physical concerns to work on, we can look at that and see how we can help. That can be an open conversation. How far success
Arvindji has, Arvindji has raised his hand.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Arvindji, could you unmute yourself and ask the question?
Yes, I'm sorry. So I just wanted to ask, like you told me that there is underwater treadmill and this hydraulic lifter that floats up the patient above the water, right?
Yeah, so the hydraulic treadmill is a treadmill which can come above the pool floor.
Yes, I understand. So do we have to have a specific type of shoe for that, or you guys provide that when we join in?
So we do have water exercise shoes. We have those at our center also. They are also available in various exercise equipment stores, also online. So we prefer to use the treadmill with shoes on, so that there are any
to avoid damage.
We do use shoes, sir. Mostly for any
Okay.
for safety concerns. You know, if the stepping goes a little lateral, you shouldn't hurt your foot.
Understand.
Or something.
Understand.
Yeah,
Yes. I understand.
we do
Okay.
use
So
shoes. Yes.
is this shoe provided from your center, or should we buy it before we come in?
We have shoes at our center. Unless there are any sizing issues, etc., we actually have all shoe sizes.
Okay.
We use it regularly, which is why we already have it in stock.
Okay. That's good. Thank you, madam.
Most welcome. My pleasure. How far successful in the older age group? So we saw some videos of gentlemen and ladies in the older age group. In fact, on land, many of these older gentlemen and ladies have found some parts of therapy to be painful, to be very difficult, to be exhausting, especially getting up to vertical. This is where we can leverage water. So we've had our oldest patients in the 90s age group. So provided your physician is clearing that, there is no age bar. And you can see that from a lot of national, international videos which are already there. So no age bar as far as your physical clearance is there. If it's an older age group, we would recommend that a physician gives a clearance so that we are mindful of any pre-existing health concerns. However, there are very few, internationally even, there are a lot of hospitals who use aquatic therapy as part of, one or two centers who are using it in the ICU. So we do not have that in India as of now, but literally patients are on the various piping, tubing, etc. And we do have trained personnel leveraging aquatic therapy even at that point in time. Should we carry anything for personal use while joining our sessions? So COVID scenarios, so towels, etc. are preferred, swimsuits, towels. In case continence is an issue, water diapers. Okay, I think, have I addressed all questions or is there anything pending? Okay, which other cities? So larger cities, this is available. If someone has any specific place in mind, I may not be able to answer here because even I may need to find out. I can help you with the information. With the best.
Shruti ji is raising her hand. Shruti ji,
yes, Shruti ji.
you may. Yeah.
Ma'am, I'm asking for Bangalore. I know one center, but now they are not functioning because of COVID.
Yeah.
Because you will be having contacts within your group. You'll be knowing the latest updates and developments.
Yeah, ma'am. So the problem currently in India with aquatics is there are aquatic therapists, but aquatic therapy facilities are very few and far in between. Very, very few. You can, literally count them. Those are the facilities which, to some extent have a permission to function, the medical facilities, but otherwise the larger pools are closed. However, if I know of any therapeutic facility which is open, I'll get back to you on that, ma'am.
Ma'am, which center you're working with currently, ma'am?
So I work with Aquacentric. Aquacentric Therapy. We are located in Mumbai, ma'am. Okay. I can post the link on our Telegram group.
Fine, ma'am. Is it like cost per session or people come in? If there are people coming from other cities, like they also like take up physiotherapy or something with an attached hospital. How does it go for people coming?
We have comprehensive physiotherapy at our place also. Depends on, maybe we can take this one-to-one, ma'am. Please feel free to message or connect to me.
Okay,
I'll put up my number. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Madam, I would like to ask some few questions over here.
Sure.
Hello. Yeah. First of all, Mr. Arvind has redressed my answer. Basically, I've asked him for whether this type of setup can be done into a house in a bathroom setup, small setup, because you do have very huge swimming pools or pools like that. In Bombay also, this is very new concept, basic new concept in the sense aquatherapy is very much limited. You are coming up with, I heard only at the Kokila Ben Ambani Hospital, they have also started something. And Of course, as Shruti ji has asked, basically the cost per session, it seems to be, if it is going to be a pool type of system, it is going to be an expensive thing, because most of our members are here, they are struggling with financial issues over here, and that is one question, and uh, uh, basically the question is that can we try to do this thing, or else we have to depend basically on the foods, or into setups what you have made.
Yes, sir. So I'll just take up your question in parts, and please feel free to ask again if I'm missing out on anything. First and foremost, it is extremely important to have a trained aquatic therapist. Even in physiotherapy, there is very specific training which is required for aquatic therapy. The physics of this are completely different than that online. My own practice experience is now about 17 years. However, this is a therapeutic form which even I am practicing only from the last 4 years after undergoing a structured training. Otherwise, it just becomes immersion in water. So a trained aquatic therapist, number one, who can assess and who can set therapeutic goals, who can use treatment strategies in a manner in which they bring about improvement. Extremely important. Secondly, sir, in-house setup. So usually, no, I would not recommend that. One is a safety issue. We've had people who have gone alone and tried in pools and everything, and यहाँ पे कर रहे थे, and suddenly अकेले pool में without lifeguards और वो सब कर रहे हैं. So no, it is definitely not recommended. We can be creative. We can use, for example, water वगैरह है. So I know the physical properties of water. Say I'm doing a tele with you. We can use it in some capacity. Smaller tubs, etc. For children, it may be possible, but definitely not for adults, sir. Mumbai, yes, we are at 2 centers. There are certain other places. However, it is recommended in a therapeutic facility with trained aquatic therapists. Costing, these are some of the ways around that we discuss. So many places do have the CSR initiative. Budgets, etc. can be looked at, specific goals can be targeted, and we can have workarounds. That is what I would suggest. But I would not, absolutely not recommend unsupervised therapy here.
Thank you so much, madam. And one more, I would like to ask, you have given the phone number on this screen. Is that phone number basically comes directly to you?
So that is our central number, sir. I'm here as a representative of Aquacentric Therapy because I work professionally with that organization. So
Okay.
that's our central number, and I'm there on the same Telegram group as you are, sir. So
Okay.
please feel free to connect anytime that you would.
Definitely, definitely, madam. Thank you so much.
Most welcome.
Thank you so much.
Most welcome. Yeah. Any other questions?
I think
So
Arvindji has raised the question. I think probably Arvindji has a question. I don't know. Maybe. Priya, if you can. Arvindji, you had raised your hand. No. Okay. Priya, if you can take over here.
Okay, thanks. I have a question. So, ma'am, my mother suffered a stroke and she's currently in Philippines. So, would you be in a position to, comment on the treatment provided in Philippines in terms of aquatic rehabilitation only? Because her current rehabilitation is going on in Philippines. So I'm thinking of getting this treatment also, but I'm not sure what kind of, is it good, or should she come back to India? If you can, comment on that.
Yeah, so it depends on current functional status again, as I mentioned, and the current levels of concerns, impairments. We can have a chat over that.
Okay.
Yep. So that will require again individual time. If you can give me a greater idea of the concern areas, it's a pleasure to be able to help you further.
Okay. Can I reach out to you offline?
Yeah, you can reach out to me. That's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Because it will be a very long conversation.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Hardeep ji has my number. I think it is also there on the Telegram group. I'll post my visiting card on the Telegram group, which has both numbers. It has my number as well as our center number.
Okay, great.
Anywhere, even if it is not to do with aquatic therapy, as a physiotherapist, as a fellow person who is in this together with you, all of you, I'm absolutely available anytime.
Thank you, ma'am.
Most welcome. Yeah. Arvind ji had a question.
Yes, Ji. Mr. Wilson was asking you something regarding home remedy. I mean, bathroom setup for aquatic therapy, right?
Yeah.
So basically, what he wanted to ask was, financially, not everyone is stable in the group.
Yeah.
So, are there any home remedies that we can induce water to fight our
creative uses of water? So let me give a thought to it with regards to what are the possibilities, and we can probably do an interesting session on that.
Okay. And why I'm asking is
aqua session, but
why I'm asking is it's not an experienced aquatic therapist who suggested me this. It is just a normal physiotherapist who was looking after me during my recovery.
That's fine, sir. As I mentioned, even I learned aquatic therapy after 13 and 14 years of all other practice measures. So that's perfectly fine. Yeah. It is, however, a very detailed learning process. It's at least about 200-300 hours of learning, but whatever is feasible, and if I can offer solutions, please let me have a thought over it. And I'll put
so what she suggested was like take a bucket of water and dip the hand inside the water and just swirl it around before you sleep. So at least for 15 minutes. Not like hot water, like cold water.
For example, even if we are talking about a water bowl or a water bucket, I would probably ask, some of my next questions would be, what is your position at that time? How is the trunk placed? How much of the arm is placed? What is your wrist position? What is your thumb position? And what are you doing after your hand is immersed in water? Yeah. And how are you moving your hand? So that's the quality of movement. Because again, promoting wrong neuroplasticity is not something that we want. So yes, that way water immersion we use even for pain. What are we using it for, and how are we using it? That is important, so that you can go towards aquatic therapy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you for answering that.
Most welcome, sir.
Do we have any more questions? Please feel free to unmute yourself or put it on the chat box.
I see that we're already at about 8:40. So
right.
Well past what we talked about, but yes, it was really interesting, Brindaji. And thanks a lot for all your efforts. And of course, as you said,
thank you for being such a patient audience.
No, it was great. It is always good to know about new experiences. And as you said, you are available on our group also. And please feel free to, and I will also put across, of course, your contact coordinates, and anyone can be in touch with us or with you. Are you aware of such centers in Delhi, for example, readily? I'm sure in Delhi there must be centers. Should be.
So as far as I know, the Indian Spinal Cord Injury ISIC has a therapeutic pool. Apart from that, sir, no, there are no other therapeutic pools that I know of in Delhi.
Okay, fine.
However, if there is additional information, so aquatic therapists are in one group, I'll try and provide whatever info I can from my end. ISIC has, however, had a pool from a long time. I don't know whether in this scenario, however, it is functional or not.
Fine, Priya, I hand it over to you. You can maybe close the meeting, then we can take it further.
Yeah. Okay. So if nobody has any further questions, I think we can close this call. Thank you very much, Brinda ma'am, for taking this session and especially explaining the science behind aquatic therapy. It really answers a lot of questions. So thank you very much. Some of us might reach out to you offline for further questions or doubts if we have. So Hardeep sir, we are good to close the call now.
Yes, fine. Thank you very much again. I just want to thank everyone and Vrindaji and you, Priya, and everyone who attended. Very nice session, informative session. And let's
Thank you,
hope that
everyone.
it helps many of us. Thank you all. Take care. I'm closing the meeting now. Okay. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you again.